1. Hey people, we are rolling. We are live on court 5. This is Canada versus Italy. Along with everybody else behind me, I'm Jason DeBillius. Thank you for having me in your living room. The score is now 1-0. Ball's dug. Transition, looking for two. Snuck it through. Those are the Polish. Person at the net is Kinga. Kolosinska. Girl serving is Katarzyna. Kociolek. The Canadians, that's Sarah Pavan hitting cross court, wrist away. The score is now 2-1. Let's fix that a little bit, and we are good to go. Sarah Pavan, 32 years of age, representing one half of Team Canada. Ball hit cross court, and now the score is 3-1.
Hey Dusty, we have one more ball retriever. Yeah, I got him coming in.
Got a jump floater coming. That ball is just out of bounds, and now the score is 2-3. Once again, Sarah Pavan's partner is Melissa Humana-Paredes. Melissa, 26 years old, out of Toronto, Canada. Canada had a big win in Stade, finished first place. I classify as one of the more bizarre teams in the FIVB Tour. I mean, it's you know, I'll just say it out front. It's very, very crazy how a team like that can win Stade, and there's an ace. And now the score is 3-3. A team like that can win Stade, and actually did pretty, I guess, well enough for Huntington. Finished 4th place. That's a big finish for them. And then they go to New York as the #1 seed in the qualifiers, and they lose. It's a very bizarre thing to me, because people that win major tournaments and finish top 4, even on their worst, they are not going to lose, you know, a qualifier at one of the smaller AVP tournaments. I think they lost to Jessica Sikora and Knudsen, her partner, and now the switch is 4-3. Okay, the Canadian serving, Melissa to serve. Let's do this. Switch. Wow, there's a swing on transition and a J-hook on the dig by Melissa, and now the Polish have the ball. Kociolek to serve. Cross court. They go to Sarah. Sarah, wow, that swing came from a very, very high place. Both players took the elevator up, but they have different penthouses. Now the score is 5-4. Pretty good serve to Kociolek, and there's the cut, and wow, reaching out last minute, taking that extra step. Transition, not yet. The Polish on the attack, looking to tie the game. Got it. There's a line over by the Canadians, and now the score is 6-5. Melissa Humana-Paredes, listed at 175 centimeters tall. I don't know what that means, but it seems pretty average. Outside set, cross court, off the half a chicken wing of Melissa. Good swing by Kociolek. Kociolek with the serve. They go to Melissa. Set out of the middle, jumps in, fakes the cut back, and very good disguise on her cut shot. Now the score is 7-6. Melissa Humana-Paredes is 26 years old, out of Toronto. Sarah to serve. And that one trickles into the net, and there's your switch. So far, back-to-back 4-3 switches. The score is 7-7.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go. Let's go.
Canada has some early morning support. The people that's right. The people that rolled out of bed, they are here, and we say welcome. A little bit of a hook on the pass. Here's the back set. Melissa sees the digger lined up in front of her, challenges the block, and
Let's go now.
high reward on that one. Melissa to serve. Jump floater. That one's going to go towards the middle, but drifting. Back set for the Polish. Nice swing on transition. Boy, does Kociolek want to have that ball back. Ball went straight to her, and those are the ones that are easy. At least at this level, those are the ones you're supposed to take care of. And wow, good peel back, still on the run somehow, and there's a free ball situation. The Polish looking for 8. Goes cut, nasty drop, but an even better cover, and the left, doing the left and right drill is Melissa. Almost looked like a practice drill, and now the score is 8-9. We call that the left and right. Kociolek with the serve. They go to Melissa. Outside set, Melissa gets the tool, and as we say back in New York, yeah.
Let's go, Sarah. Here we go.
Adrian, welcome. You've been my biggest supporter. Wow, there's a jump in on a 4-block switch. Wow, there was a good weight on that, and she had a beat on that and wasn't able to get it. And I think Melissa does that very, very well. Just like some people are streaky blockers, I think she's a streaky digger. She does 2 things well. She stays home, like her home base where the power shot's supposed to be. And she doesn't dive early. She takes the extra step, and I think that allows her to get a lot of digs. Some people feel like they have to lunge out before the ball, is even close to hitting the ground. And I always see her take an extra half step or an extra step, and then everyone's like, whoa, what's up? 10-10, we're 1 away from the technical timeout. There's the shot on 2, and man, raining down. The gravity shot is Sarah Pavan, and now here's the technical timeout. Once again, this is Platform 1440, co-promotion with the FIVB, and we're in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thanks for having me in your living room, Jason DeBillius. Walking by is the highly organized Dave Culpepper. The man that is responsible for pretty much building the set, or having it built. Met him 2 years ago at Long Beach, the FIVB there. Very, very, very cool character, let's just put it that way. Seems like the really gritty, hard-working, blue-collar type. Two boys, almost spitting images of the father. All right, here we go. The score is 11-10, the Canadian serving. Set out of the middle. Kociolek, cut over. Wow. Sarah trying to land and turn around and make that happen. The score is now 11-11. The Polish to serve. Standing jump floater by Kociolek. There's an outside set to Melissa, and wow, she beats the jump in on the block, beats the digger who looked like they were still on the move. That was Kociolek facing the net. I think one of those things, if she actually faces the hitter, her margin for error probably gives the second hit a more apt pursuit. It's a pretty good block by Kinga, and the score is now 12-12. They go to Melissa. Looks like she's going to be the person carrying the side out in offensive load, and Pavan's trying to hit on two. That one's drilled into the tape, and the Polish are now up 13-12. About perhaps a combined 2 or 3 real points the entire match, and there's the cover. Pavan gets blocked. Trying to go over on one. That ball's dug. Melissa. Humana's that cross court over the block. Much needed side out. Very clutch shot by Melissa Humana-Paredes, and the score is now 13-13. Wow, there's a throwdown. Sarah Pavan. Sarah, 32 years of age, out of Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. Wow, this is a beautiful shot on 2, and now there's the switch. 14-14. What's up? Good morning.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go.
Hey, do you ever get the Ryland McKibben thing? I mean, do you ever get the Madison McKibben thing?
Yeah, people ask.
Yeah. That should be your next t-shirt. I'm not Madison McKibben, don't ask. Or something like that. Or maybe you should get one of yours.
Yeah, I know.
There it is.
Perfect. Let's go.
Nice line over, and Kociolek playing pretty good defense.
Let's go, Sarah.
On those in-system sets, probably just got to give up perfection and see if you could dig out the rest. It's a very high level of volleyball. Set out of the middle. Trying to go line, and there's the exhale by Sarah Pavan. Score is now 16-14, and intelligently calling timeout. Once again, this is round 2 of the main draw playoffs. This game was supposed to happen last night, but it got really dark really fast, and I think at the time only center court had the lights set up at the proper height. I think there's a regulation of how high the lights have to be, and the lights for courts 5 and court 2 weren't the proper height, so they bumped those games till today. And center court, of course, played all of their matches.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go, Sarah. Let's get one here.
Sarah Pavan. There's a good jump floater. Kociolek. Cross court, hits the antenna, and the momentum continues for the Canadians. That's 4 unanswered points for Team Canada, or should I say 3. Score is 17-14. A bit of a J-hook on the pass, and going on to the lefty Kinga. Kinga Kolosinska. Out of Lublin, 28 years old. Outside set. Pavan, what a nasty drop on the line over. And that was more like split seam than line, and something that Kociolek probably felt she could have gotten, and just got to shake that off, and now the score is 18-15. There's a back set. Kociolek, line over Doug, looking for 19. Melissa, Humana-Paredes gets Doug. Kociolek, line over. Way to take that extra step again. And the Canadians transition. Man, she'd love to have that back.
Yeah, right into it. Let's go, girls. Let's go.
Got a jump floater coming, one for the switch. They go cross court. Melissa is going to get 100% of the serves today. And there's your line over, there's the dig. Transition on 2, Doug. Looking to get to 19, looking for the better switch. There's a dig. Kinga, left hand, drips, trickles into the tape. Now the score is 19-16, and there's your switch. The Canadians 2 points away. Yeah, their best finish this year for the Canadians is Stad. And a fourth at Huntington Beach. I believe that's a 4-star. All respectable. Score is now 17-19, and the Poles are looking for some kind of last gasp to either tie this up and try to pull this off, or forever seal their fate, at least for the first set. Outside set. That ball's hit cross court. Pass the dig, set, point opportunity number 1. Pretty good serve. Set out of the middle. Line, Doug.
Yeah!
Once again, just like I said before, she takes that extra step, that extra half step, and just when it looks like the ball's gonna hit the sand, it's like pop. And that's the end of the set. That's 21-17. And we'll be back. What's up, man? How you doing?
How was last night? Anything?
It was alright.
Yeah, pretty
It was alright, yeah. I never have a bad night, but it was okay. Yeah. Gotta get water. Okay, we're back in action. Score is 1-1. Got kicked a little bit once again. Thank you for joining me. Beginning of the second set. Score is 4-2 in favor of the Canadians. Canadians picked up where they left off. Going for the shoot, and man, Melissa is going to pout about that a little bit and then hit the reset button. Good set selection. Blocker wasn't within 5 feet or even blocking cross court, never mind line or crashing. Score is 3-4. Once again, thank you for joining me. Jason DeVay's courtside. This is round 2. Main draw, FIVB Las Platform 1440 Las Vegas. Great job by the amazing staff here. The officials are always top notch. Security's pretty nice. Staff's highly accommodating. Getting in, of course, is a little trivial. 9 o'clock, they haven't opened the gates for the fans until 9 o'clock. And let's just say, please the play, the action starts at 9. That ball hit the top of the tape, and once again, another play that Sarah would like to have back. And I think they both know. I mean, let's just put it. I mean, that serve hits the tape and goes over. And if Melissa hits that ball with nobody out, they're blowing this out right now. And even now, 6-4 is, with that side out making it 7-4 is a lead where they still keep their momentum. There's a nice jump in on the block, covered. Looking to get to 5. There she is. There she goes again. Man, she's playing lights out defense this whole tournament. And of course, that's one of those plays where she caught herself facing the net instead of the hitter, and the margin for error makes you drift. Anything that goes straight at you, pretty much from where your forehead is to your left, margin for error is going to go the other way. Score is 5-7. There's your line over shot. Wow, transition. Important transition, because that now makes it 6-7. Kinga with a good set. Katarzyna. Kociolek with the kill. Cross court. Boy, did she have a sweet spot contact on that one, and that makes the switch 8-6. Once again, this was expected, and Melissa, and as well as all of the Canadian contingent, see it coming. Melissa will receive 100% of the serves on serve receive. 100%. There's a back set and that ball's dug, transition out. Another heavy shot, 2 heavy shots in a row and scoring first off the switch off for the Canadians. Scores 9-6. Polish have pretty respectable team. I mean, a 9th place finish at Yangzhou is actually respectable. Espinho is they finished 4th. Small tournament in Krakow, they finished 1st. Oh, transition, just missed. It's one of those plays that her follow through was a little bit slower, and I sound highly critical of this ball, and I don't mean to cast any negative aspersions, but I will only say that it's one of those balls you literally have to be totally honest with your jump serve and your swing. It's just going to go long. Something that the people who are used to playing with this ball and only this ball probably don't take interpretive notice of because it's the only ball they know. So, but those that believe me, try. Hey, Rob McLean, what's up? Thank you for joining me. Team Canada against Team Poland. We have, of course, we have Sarah Pavan, and receiving the serves Melissa Humana-Paredes, who's played a magnificent game on defense. Transition out, another dig. There's an up and down set, and oh wow, got the chip, got the cover. That was Kinga Kolosinska, and her partner, the defender, is Katarzyna Kociolek. For those of you that just joined me, we're in the 2nd set right now. The score is 10-8. The Canadians won the first set in quasi-convincing fashion, 21-17. So, game, you know the games are, how the games are. Technical timeout. Teams are evenly matched in the beginning. It's like 10-11, then 14-14, and then eventually the better team pulls away. It's an uncharacteristic ace by Melissa. Now the score is 10-10, and it looks like we're on our way to a 2nd technical timeout where there's a 1-point lead. The first set was the Canadians. Will it be a repeat? Wow. Gorgeous chop on that cut, and Kociolek gets a touch on it, but to no avail, and now there's a technical timeout. Big up to Rob McLean, one of the best, if not best coach out of endless summer beach volleyball. Turning teenagers into volleyball assassins. That is what he does, that is what we do. I'm plugging in this summer. Duran Forbes is the program director. A little something about club volleyball since we have a little time to talk. Since beach volleyball became an NCAA sport, the sizes of the beach volleyball clubs have gotten bigger. Our Mosa Beach Volleyball Club got bigger. West Coast, Wave, always big clubs. Our group is pretty small. We only have 22 girls, but 22 deep assassins. Congratulations to 4 of our girls committing to USC over the summer. Congratulations to Serena Ramirez committing to Arizona. Extra step again, touch, transition, got it. Yeah, this next class of girls going to school this year and next year are going to be good. These are girls that made the LeBron James decision to take their talents exclusively to the beach, and there's a line over, ties the school, makes it 11-12.
Hey, right back.
Yeah, these are girls, the generation after the girls and boys, should I say, who were originally splitting time playing indoor and outdoor, and now a lot of them are just like, they just want to do outdoor, and that speaks volumes to where the state of American beach volleyball is going to go. That ball's hit out of bounds, now the score's tied. going to be looking good the next couple of years. The men, I don't know. We got to cowboy up. I don't see anything on the horizon. But the girls, they're I mean, just some really, really good girls coming up. Sarah Sponsel actually is in this tournament. She's doing well. She's good for the sport of beach volleyball, American beach volleyball. She's amazing for the sport of American beach volleyball. And 2 points in a row for the Polish. That ball's out of bounds. She moves well on the court. She's warm. She's personable. She's fiery. She's good for the sport of beach volleyball. I believe still has one more year at UCLA to play for Stein Metzger. Very rarely plug in assistant coaches, but I got to plug in Jeff Alzina there. He is, every time a team has success, every time there's a team in the finals, if you look under the umbrella to see who the coach is, everywhere you go, there he is. He's here today, of course, calling the match on court 1. I think along with Dax Holdren. Wow. Good. Nice jumping on that cross court, and I like how she didn't just over jump it. The set was a little tighter, and she just went after the ball. And that's one of the things that I think that's going to continue to make Sarah Pavan a better blocker. Sometimes the ball's close enough where you can just reach out and grab it yourself. Just reach over and grab it yourself. Forget the line, forget the cross, forget the switches, forget the schemes. So those are the balls. You are a giant. You can't teach height and act like it.
The towel goes on the other side. Left.
I think this court's going to be done early today. This one, you got this one 9:50 and one at 1:30, and that's it. Yeah. All right, we're back in action. The Canadians leading by 4. The score is 16-12. And I'm done with my rant now. I'm back to actually calling the match. Or should not rant, my rave. Jump floater. Melissa, well out of system. Kinga had to labor for that one. Here's a free ball situation. Sarah takes the pass on the attack, looking to 17. Wow, there's a jump in on that line. Sarah got a little careless on her drop shoulder on that one. That's another thing about height. It's also about reach. Your reach is always going to be higher than where the blockers jump and get up there. That's it. It's a little bit better, but a highly competitive block by Kinga. Now the score is 18-13. No, 17-13. That's one apiece from the switch off. You hear some claps in the back. Those are my Canadian people. What do you mean, yo people? What do you mean, yo people? That ball is in. Very clutch shot, much needed shot by the Polish side. That was Kociolek. Katarzyna Kociolek, 23 years old. There's a jump floater, and that one trickles into the net.
Let's go now.
3 points away from securing this match are the Canadians, 18-14. Pretty good dig, transition. Pays to be left-handed. Score is now 19-14. They serve again. Kolosinska, and there's the, wow. She got caught on the jerk step going to her left and tried to recover and come back and almost got it. Let's put a lot of pressure on the offense every time the digger like Melissa's touching every single ball. So it's like whether she gets the dig or not, you always feel like you have to be very careful about trying to do more than what you usually do. Unless, of course, what you usually do is not enough. And now the score in the switch is 20-15. Match point opportunity number 1 for the Canadians. The Canadian capacity crowd realizing it's match point. Sarah Pavan, ready to take it home. There's the jump floater. This one goes to Kinga. I think the first serve she's gotten today. Kinga, lefty, stuffed! The courtesy serve given to Kinga. It results in a stuff block streak down, and winners 2-0 are the Canadians, 21-17, 21-15. Great job by the Canadians as they move on to what I believe is the quarterfinals.
20 feet away.
And that's all we have for now. You guys stick around. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes, 9:50, the Swiss going against the Spaniards. At least for now, for all of you at home, Jason DeBillias, take care. See you in a minute.
That's right.